Hey everyone, and welcome to the Hidden Tomb of Akarut. Hope you're having a good time this Thursday and living a good and happy life. We're gonna do some dungeon crawly goodness, and we've got a couple of surprises in store for you, including, but not limited to, a special guest who we're very excited to have. First and foremost, let's do a quick recap of where we are, what we're doing here, and why we're here. Who wants to lead us off on that? Tis, let's pick on you.
Yeah, I was about to say. Um,
Excellent.
do you mean broadly or the last session?
Last session.
Okay. Uh, last session, let loose what I think is the main antagonist of this game. We let him out of a little, well, not little, but like a corner, often the bottom parts of the room, and he gave us a sword, first sentient sword. Um, we found a fake version of that sword that attached itself to me, and I think almost took my mind over or something. Uh, Oh, we found a bunch of secret treasure, and we met a really nice skeleton, dead paladin, whose name I've forgotten.
Well,
Named
sometimes
Skeleton B.
That's right. Yeah,
Skeleton B
no,
was very nice. It's true. Skeleton B was very nice. Excellent. And if I remember correctly, you are next to the creepy blood magic throne and looking at a door that you guys are thinking about entering because you found a whole slew of secret doors, which is great. Does that feel about right to everyone?
Yeah.
Awesome. Then let's see. It's not Tis, is it? Who's our? Do any of you have good passive perception?
no. Our
Great,
group is low wisdom.
excellent.
Yeah,
Support.
Um,
in many ways.
fair enough.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have a 15. Is a 15 high?
Oh, that's not so
That's pretty
bad.
good. Yeah.
Unfortunately, the DC here is 18, so not quite high enough. Okay. So there's this door before you guys that you are thinking about entering and discovering what might be on the other side because that's what people do. Zero, did you intend to open this door?
um. Oh yeah. So we're in. It's a secret door, right?
Yeah, it's a secret door. You found these whole slew of secret doors. They've all led to either treasure or cursed treasure or once a friendly skeleton.
Okay, gotcha.
Oh, we didn't.
Yeah, so
we didn't open the
manacled
last one?
bars, right?
Sorry, say again.
We manacled the bars, or
Yeah, you have manacled the bars, so people will have trouble helping you, but that happens sometimes.
Oh, all right. Yeah, I guess we go for it.
Okay, so you reach to open the door. Inside, you see 8 pale corpse-like things.
That's not a good sign.
One of them has jewelry all over it. Looks like it might be worth a lot.
All right, yeah, now we're going in.
Oh, hold on. One sec. Could I tap the shoulder of one with the flat of my wand?
Yeah, so you tap the shoulder of one. Its head turns towards you. It stands up slowly. And it says, "Thank you for freeing me. Now die." And at that point, I want everyone, and I do mean everyone, to roll initiative.
Where is the gratitude?
You know, I might have an alternate solution to this, depending.
Ooh. Did I just screw your alternate solution with
No,
my 22 initiative?
Not. Oh well, it depends, but probably not. It depends on how good we are at holding doors.
Find out.
Let's see. Initiative. Oh yeah, look at that 9.
Okay, Zerial gets a 9. Did I miss anyone? Yes, Celia. Celia has a 20. Nice. Cool. Well, unfortunately for all y'all, I get to go first. Because I rolled a 22 on initiative. So here's how this is gonna work. I'm gonna just charge out and start slaying you all. Asma, if you'd like to make an attack of opportunity at one of these whites, it's coming around.
Awesome. I definitely would take that.
Take that swing.
I shall. Wow.
Yeah, that's a beautiful miss with
I
your
love it.
rapier.
We're off to a good start.
We're off to a great start. Okay, yeah, so we're going to be ambushed and surrounded by whites. So let's see, the first one's going to take a swing at you, Asma. It's going to try and life drain you. It's probably not the best call, but it will try. I assume a 6 misses.
Yes.
Then it will swing with its longsword. Those 21 hit.
Yeah.
21 hits. Cool. So that'll be 9 damage. Let's see. And then looks like I'm going to have 2 attacks, same thing on Celia. So Celia, this white comes at you with this life-draining attack. Does a 16 hit?
Yes.
Okay. Then you are going to take 6 damage to Constitution saving throw.
Ooh.
Your max hit points is decreased by 6 as well.
What?
And now it is
Wizard,
going
I don't
to
have that many to begin with.
and then it's going to slash you with a longsword, but it misses with the 6. Tis, you are under assault from 3 of them simultaneously. 8 or 11 hit?
No.
No. 12 or 22 hit?
22. Yeah.
Okay, that's a longsword hit because it's every other. 9 points of slashing damage. And then the last one, 9 or 8 hit. Great. Very glad about that. And then the last one is going to longbow at Zerial. Zerial, you're being attacked. 17 to hit.
Yep, unfortunately that meets.
And a 22.
Both of them.
That's 8 and 8 damage, so 16 total.
All right.
Okay. That was their very violent outpouring out of the tomb. So Celia, that makes it your turn.
Right.
Quick
Okay.
question. Do you want to do a combo attack?
Yes.
Do you have magic missiles?
Yes.
Could I throw a vial as a free action? What's it called?
You could throw it as a reaction. I would allow that.
Cool. Yeah. Could I just throw a vial or 2 in the dark water? Well, I only
Yes.
have 2.
Perfect.
So, yeah, just throw it
Are you
above
gonna
them. And then you're going to be her accuracy because, fun fact, magic missiles don't miss.
It's true. So Zerial,
Yeah.
you are using your reaction to toss up 2 vials of the dark water.
Gladly.
Beautiful.
Do you have any more of that dark water? Because I don't have
Nope.
any first level spell slots. So if you
I
have another
have
vial.
no vial. I have no more vials of dark water after this.
Oh well.
So, yeah.
Okay.
Oh. Okay, so I think what this will cause is these two vials will explode. Celia, how many
I'm
more
gonna burn.
are you spending a second level spell slot on this?
Yeah.
Okay. So you only need 2 missiles to hit the vials. You can send the other 2 missiles anywhere you want. But they're going to explode and do AoE damage, I think, to everything in the area.
Does that
Everything
include me? Because I'm sensitive to dark water as well.
it does.
Ooh. How big is the area is the question.
Okay. I'll send the other 2 to the one closest to me.
Okay. Yeah, that's just 2d4 plus 2 damage. Nice. Excellent. So that is 9 damage to this guy. Yeah. So 2 missiles launch from you and smack into this white. Just hitting into it, and you see as like purple bruising appears underneath its flesh where the missiles hit, and it sort of looks at you and grins as if it likes the pain. And then the
That's not
last
creepy.
2 missiles are hitting the vials. So yeah, we'll say that that's AoE damage to everyone who is applicable. Yeah, I think that'll hit Celia and all of the whites. So all of the whites. If you'd like to roll 4d8, Celia, you are taking this.
Oh my god.
Okay, see, this is the.
This is gonna kill me.
Do you roll high or do you roll low? That's the
Okay.
question.
That killed me. I'm on
Celia
the floor.
goes
I'm down.
down.
Okay, you know, I appreciate it. All done. I will be the first to stabilize you.
Sounds good to me. Well, that I'm quite comfortable saying is the word is sucked, but was also quite good. Which is an interesting situation to be in D&D. Asma, what about you? What are you doing on your turn? You see
Well,
this. You get a little wet as like these vials of water just explode, and to you, remember they're just water to you, so it's very weird that like they have like an acidic response to these creatures, and also your friend.
I mean, I think I'll just wipe whatever's come off onto me off my face, and I'm going to take a potion as an action because I have 1 free hit points. So, no, it's-
Okay, a potion is a bonus action actually in our campaign,
I thought
so you
it's
can
a-
do that and do something else.
Oh, I thought it was a bonus action on someone else, but an action for someone.
Oh, you're pouring a potion for her.
Oh no, onto myself.
It's a bonus action to use it on yourself. It's an action to use it on someone else.
Right. Okay. Cool.
Easier to drink a potion than to feed someone a potion.
Okay. Can I do both? Have one and then give one to someone?
Yeah, absolutely.
I'll do that then.
Okay, Celia is within 5 feet of you. I think I will remind everyone that we do have our stone giant friend here, who is our stone giant baby friend who is very confused by everything that's going on. So Lyra, you gain 7 hit points, and then you can roll again for Celia.
Oh.
So you to consciousness with 8 hit points.
Thank you.
We'll see how long that lasts.
Zerial, it is your turn.
See, now Celia has more hit points than I do. Let's see.
I wonder if you guys could use some help.
Good thing we manacled the bars. Let's see. Hold elements, chromatic orb. Oh, okay. It's just acid, cold, fire, lightning, poison, or thunder. I am going to take a wild guess based on my Witcher knowledge.
Sure.
And I'm going to use a what's it called? Spell slot for chromatic orb.
Nice.
And I am going to choose thunder.
Okay. They are not resistant to thunder.
Cool. And I'll probably go for the one that's next to Celia, because that seems the most damage.
Definitely. By far the most damage.
Alright. Let's see. Does it like it does. Nice.
Ooh, unfortunately though, an 11 is not hit this armored skeleton. It dodges out of the way, and your thunder chromatic orb explodes on the curtain, the tapestry behind. I think destroying part of the tapestry, but not doing anything to help injure this white.
Okay. And I have to take the attack action, so I think that's about it.
Beautiful. Marcus, can we fade in Brakazak, please?
Has arrived.
Hey, Brakazak, how you doing?
I had to unmute myself. I'm doing great.
Not used to having to unmute yourself. You're normally the DM over there.
Yeah, I'm not used to that at all. I had it all the way on the other side of the screen.
Fair enough, everyone. This is Mark Knight, DM the Mark Knight. Check him out on Twitch and Twitter and everywhere. And we'll do promos later. But for now, he's our guest star. And he's playing Brakazak, a lizard folk. So Brakazak, you were recently ambushed by a group of undead trolls. That's an intense situation for anyone, but you were able to get away basically by finding. You're smart enough to see that like you were outmatched. It was 1v4, and they were undead trolls, and so like maybe you could beat one of them, maybe even two, but just the action economy is not on your side when it's 4v1. And so you started looking for somewhere to get out, and you found a secret passage. And conveniently for you, it is too tight a secret passage for them to make it through. So you run down the secret passage, trying to get away from battle, when you end up hearing sounds of battle from beneath you as well. So from where you're heading, you're escaping from one battle and into another. So what is your intention?
I'm going to move slowly forward through this passage until I can see what battle is ahead of me. I've already taken some damage from the previous fight. How much have I taken, by the way?
Yeah, we're going to say that it is 8 points of damage. Which means that it's probably not from the trolls, but from other hazards that you've come across in the tomb, and you saw the undead trolls and decided to escape.
Not too bad. All right, so I'm assuming this is there's a secret door up further ahead.
Yeah, that's actually, it's secret from the other side, not from your side. If that makes sense.
Sure. Yeah.
It's hidden from their side, but from your side, it's like the entrance to the room.
Okay. So that's where I'm starting on the map is right there.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. So I'm gonna come around here and just kind of peer around the corner towards the signs of battle.
Yeah. So it's a little bit tricky to see, but you see something that looks like like maybe a stone giant, except like it has the features of a child, like maybe a 3-year-old stone giant. So it's huge, but it also like looks like a kid, sort of baby padding around the face and all that. You see these curtains. The curtains are still there, right, team? No one destroyed the curtains or anything like that. And from behind the curtains, you hear clearly sounds of combat. Can you roll a perception check for me, Brakazak?
Not very good.
Yeah. So, I mean, you obviously recognize the sounds of battle, but I don't think you necessarily know more than that. I don't think you can see. I think you see like a glint of a sword or a rapier that someone is holding, but I don't think you see like clearly that there are undead here or clearly who is fighting.
Okay, I'm gonna slowly creep in the direction of the battle until I can see exactly what's going on.
Sure.
Which way do I know which way? I have a crude map, so do I know which way my target is, the item I'm looking for?
Yeah, it's definitely the way you escaped from. You want to go back that direction long term, but
okay.
But we're ambushed and outbeaten.
Yeah, outmatched. Okay, so I'm gonna move another 20 feet forward, trying to be stealthy.
Sure. Yeah, roll a stealth check.
That's a 16.
Are you wearing heavy armor?
I'm not wearing any armor.
Excellent. Never mind. Okay. Excellent. So if you're moving slowly, then you are stealthing, and you are stealthily moving
Yes.
through this room. This room is sort of a grand room. It's got throne and or treasure room vibes. But you can see that there is a like gate over here and a throne on the other side of the gate. So like some sort of maybe viewing chamber of some sort in old times, like someone important, maybe the king, or maybe just a stand-in for the king, would sit here, and like the rabble from their perspective would crowd in and look through the bars, but the bars sort of prevented like uprisings or anything like that
Sure.
as well, potentially. There's also all these doors here. There's a very obvious set of double doors up top, and then on the south side there's a whole slew of secret doors, some of which are propped open. And I think once you see the pattern, you can see even the ones that aren't propped open. But they seem to be have been raided, shall we say, by tomb raiders.
As I move forward through this once lavish throne room, I'm looking through each of these doors, seeing if any of the sounds of battle are coming from them. I'm going to slip my greatsword off of my back and just hold it leveled in my hands, ready to defend myself if necessary. I don't do anything with the greatsword yet. I just keep it ready. Kind of the words that activate it on my tongue as I move forward.
Beautiful. Okay. Tis. There are a lot of these guys.
A ton.
What's your plan?
I'm gonna use Moonbeam. I feel like that's a good move right now.
You feel like Moonbeam's a good move right now? I like it. Sounds good to me.
So if I can, I'd like to move to the square opposite of Celia right now.
You want to move to the square opposite Celia? Okay, that'll
Yeah.
provoke attacks of opportunity, you know.
Yeah. Let me check my health. 2, right?
I see.
Oh no, it's like
4,
4, isn't it? Yeah. Ooh. Okay, never mind. I'm just gonna hit myself with my Moonbeam. So yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I feel like I'll take 4 attacks. I guess they won't all hit. But the Moonbeam is only 2d10.
2d10's not nothing.
Yeah, it isn't. Okay, yeah, I'll risk it because they didn't hit a ton.
No.
When they all attacked. So yeah, I'll move to the square opposite.
Okay. So let's say quickly, Brakazak, you see a lizard folk move out of the way, moving back a little bit, and sort of crowding in with the stone giant baby, coming back. And let's see how wounded this poor lizard folk is. 6 to hit, 6 to hit, 16 to hit, 6 to hit. Wow. All of those miss, I believe. Yes.
Yeah, 16 was close.
Nice. Yeah, but this lizard folk is still tight, right? Any injuries this second, but how are you doing on health in general, Tis?
45 out of 70.
Okay, so he's down, but not out. But his armor looks a little degraded.
Yeah, and then after moving, I'll cast Moonbeam. 10-foot sphere. Well, it's a circle, it's diameter, but the one centered there. I think it's Dex save? Constitution saving throw. And that's when they start their turn there or enter there. Does casting it on them count as them entering the space? It's more the space entering them. Or like encompassing them. Oh, did we? Oh, we lost Vanish. Oh, 1 sec. We're gonna go to break.
Did we lose the stream? Did something happen?
No, we just lost Matt for some.
Odd.
Hey guys, sorry about that. My internet, did that thing that internet does when internet wants to annoy people. Anyway, hey, we're back. So Moonbeam, right? Con 14, is that what you said?
Yes, I believe so.
Okay, and this
that's
is
right.
going to hit 3 of them right now. Is that correct?
Yeah, and it's 2d10 radiant if they don't make it.
Or half that if they do. One of them gets a 19, the other 2 fail. Roll that 2d10 for me.
They don't happen to be shape changers.
Sadly, they are not. They are undead. Let's see, do they have any shape-changing abilities? No.
So it's 9 radiant or half, so 5? Or do we do 4?
We round in favor of the players always. So
5 for the one
5.
saved.
Yeah, I like it. For the one that's saved. Let's give us
Hmm.
some credit. Yeah, awesome. And this maintains, if I'm not mistaken, and they take this damage at the start of every turn unless they move out of the radiant beam.
Yep.
Awesome.
Right.
Sounds good to me. So Brakazak, you see this lizard folk pull back. It's through the bars to you, but he's certainly alive and certainly a person, and that's better than the undead that you've been dealing with, I would imagine, from some perspective. Roll a another perception check for me. For free, Brakazak. It's not showing up for me. And also you're muted.
There we go. Sorry about that.
No worries.
I don't know why it's not showing up. Hold on.
Right. You can always just tell me the number. I will totally trust any roll that you tell me you roll.
That roll, did that go through?
19. Perfect. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So you also recognize this. This is someone that your boss hates so much. He has gone on rants about this evil lizard folk. And he's actually taken out like stuff on you because like you're also a lizard folk. And so he's like he became harsher towards you, even though he was already a horrible boss. In the wake of this, but there's a portrait of this guy on the wall which your boss like throws daggers into, there's like fake voodoo dolls that he like is like ripping apart, and like this, he hates this person so much. So your
I
boss hates
immediately
this guy.
like him. I immediately like him.
Yeah, we'll see if that feeling is mutual, I guess. Okay, that makes it my turn. Cool. Well, unfortunately, guys, we'll see how this goes. Okay, let's see. That'll be 2 attacks on Lyra. Nope, so it'll be 4 attacks on Lyra, 2 attacks on Zerial, 2 attacks on Celia, and 2 longbow attacks on Tis. So Tis, I'm going to start with you. Tis, these are longbow shots.
Okay.
13 and 6.
Both misses.
Excellent. Celia, I'm going for you. It'll be hand, sword. 6 and 11.
Oh, whichever one entered the moonbeam takes, has to save.
Oh yeah, all of them take that damage actually. So there's not enough room for them to get out of the moonbeam, so they're just gonna all take that damage at the end of the turn. Sorry. Celia, though, a 23 and a 21. I assume those both hit. Okay. Then the 23 is the life drain. So let's do that first. I need a con save from you. Celia, con save. There it is. So
Sorry, I was muted.
Your max HP decreases by 3 as well, as this thing literally sucks the life from you. And then we'll see if you're still standing after 10 more damage.
Nope, I'm down.
Celia goes down. Okay. Well, then the other one's attacks are useless on this circumstance because it did not expect you to go down. Zerial.
Oh.
2 attacks against you. 7 and a 13.
Nope.
Okay. And then 4 attacks against Lyra. hand and then sword again. Hand attack, 22 to hit.
Yeah.
Cool. Con save from you. Unfortunately, you are injured for 7, and your max hit points go down by 7 as well.
Okay.
And then a long sword attack. That's a 23 to hit. Jeez, I am tearing through this. 14 more damage. Whoa, no, sorry, that's wrong. That's a 1d20. It should be 1d10. Don't take that. 6 more damage.
Doesn't matter, I'm dead anyway.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, so that's Celia and Lyra both down. Great. Awesome. Celia. She who has many fruit and provides them to your fruit friend. Would you like to roll a death save for me?
Oh my god. Okay.
That's a success. Lyra, would you like to roll a death save for me? That is also a success. Zerial, how you doing?
Good. What do you think, Tiss? Is this the point where we pack it up and run?
No.
Alright, and let's go for it. Let's see. What do I have? Okay, I think I'm going to have to. Let's see. Wait, do we know if they have resistance to what's it called? Normal weapons already?
Do they have resistance to normal weapons? They do have resistance to normal weapons, yes.
Oh, okay. So in that case, I am going to use Booming Blade in combination, not with. Oh shit! But wait. What's its name? Maybe magical though. Huh. I
That
have no
sword sounded
idea.
magic.
Yeah, I have no idea the difference between magical and non-magical weapons, but I haven't used it yet. So I'll just so that way I can add it in. I'll use World Breaker.
Oh, okay.
So what damage would that be?
Right now it's +1 magical damage. At least so far as you know. Have you attuned to this thing yet?
No, I haven't.
Okay, then right now it's just +1 magical damage.
So +1 towards what?
+1 to hit, +1 to and +1 damage.
Okay. I'll probably need some help setting that up, so we'll just actually
Sure, yeah,
instead.
I can add it to your thing.
Yeah, that'd be great. So
No
we'll
problem.
just instead, for the sake of stuff, use Shadow Blade. So
yeah, that's fine with me.
all right, and then let's see. So I'll do Shadow Blade with Booming Blade. There's a 19 to hit.
That definitely hits.
And then let's just roll Shadow Blade damage. And then Booming Blade would be an extra 14.
Nice. So 17 plus 14 is 31, yeah.
And then let's see.
And that's gonna kill the first the first white.
Nice. I'm going to take an extra attack.
Okay.
In that case, and do the same thing.
I'm gonna move it out of the way so you can step forward to do that.
Good.
Unfortunately, 11 does not hit.
Alrighty. Yeah, and that's about it.
Okay. Brakazak, you hear the unmistakable sounds of battle and not going well. And you're muted again.
This is so different than
Running
I
against
am
this
going
playing, I know the feeling.
I'm gonna go rush forward. 30 feet gets me there. I'm gonna just okay, I'm gonna dash, I think. I'm gonna dash right here. I'm gonna dash right into the room through the curtains. Are those bars, or can I get through that? Is that open?
These are bars right here that they have
Okay.
locked.
I'm gonna
themselves
run.
into.
I'm gonna, Brukazak, I look and see this combat is not going well, and see one of the enemies of my illustrious halfling boss. I'm going to use a bonus action to activate the flames on my sword and rush forward up to these bars. And seeing that they are chained or locked when I get up to it, I'm going to just roar in bestial frustration as I see this, and get ready to try and rip them open on my the next chance I get.
Okay, excellent.
Jesus, do we have more enemies?
So Tis, roll a perception check. Roll an insight check for me, Tis.
Sure.
When I rush up, I'm gonna just be like, "Open the bars!"
That's so startling. Did I go through?
Yes, it did. Yeah, so I think you can read that this guy is like his anger or whatever it is seems directed at the undead, not at you. So I don't know if in the heat of the moment you necessarily recognize this person. It's not like you've spent a lot of time in Hubert Songshore's presence,
Yeah.
but you know, yeah, this is definitely someone who like looks like they want to help. I will also point out, Tis, to you that Grastic is here, our stone giant baby, who and he might be able to help, though might be better at like following simple instructions than like figuring out what to do, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I had forgotten to say when I nudged him out of the way, I would have also said, "Stay back." I don't want this.
Oh yeah, by the way, sorry, someone pointed out. Thank you.
Yeah.
You're right. I forgot the moonbeam damage. So let's
yeah.
just do that quickly. 13 more damage to 3 more people. Not bad.
Ooh, that doesn't hit Zerial, does? Oh, I think it would, because he
Yeah, it
stepped
does hit
into it.
Zero. So Zero, con save.
Okay, and let's see.
You know what? Actually, it doesn't need to because we can have him have moved
Okay.
here, right? He can stand protectively over Lyra's body. I put him there because I forgot the movie there, not because he inherently had to be there.
Okay, cool.
So Zero's fine. He's standing protectively over Lyra's body.
But I see another lizard folk through the bars,
Mhm.
with a flaming greatsword. Well, it was flaming, right?
Yeah,
It is now.
Yelling to let him in. Yeah. So after I have Grastic back up, I'll shout to him. Grastic, we need help. Smash down those bars.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna hack at that white that is across from me.
Yeah, swing away.
12.
Nope.
Yeah, 16.
Yes.
Nice. Okay. Did the radiant damage of the moonbeam seem to work any better or worse than?
No, it worked exactly as much as you expected to.
I'm gonna dump a what's it called?
Divine Smite.
Yeah, Divine Smite.
Okay.
First level spell slot, so that's 2d8.
3 because it's undead.
Oh, nice. Okay.
14. Nice. Hey, you know what that is? That's a second dead white.
Yeah. And I think that'll do it for my turn.
Beautiful. Okay, well that makes it their turn, and now there's some room to maneuver out of this moonbeam. So some of them are going to do that. Those that can are going to do that. So 2 of them are going to do it. Only one's left in the moonbeam right now, and they're going to attack you, Tess. Yeah. Let's just again, same pattern. Life drain, then sword. Life drain. 13 to hit.
Miss.
5 to hit.
Miss.
22 to hit.
That's a hit.
That's 5 damage and a con save.
Okay.
Great, just 5 damage.
Cool.
And then an 11 to hit.
Oh, miss.
Okay, and then Zerial, 4 attacks against you, same pattern.
And I'm gonna use shield whenever it hits the like one that's gonna be your beat. So.
Okay. You don't have to cast it until like it's actually going to beat you. So you can wait to find out. Does a 14 hit?
Nope.
Does an 18 hit?
Alrighty, we're casting shield.
Perfect. What does that set your AC to?
Sets it to I think 22.
Perfect.
22, yeah.
That's an 18 which misses, and a 17 which misses.
Nice.
Grastic reaches over and grabs the bars, and he doesn't exactly break them, but he does bend them very, very wide, and then one of them snaps. And there's now room in there for Brakazak to squeeze through. Celia, I need a second death save. That's a second success. Lyra,
one.
I need a second death save.
Why would you even say it?
There it is. 2 failures from Lyra.
That's 2. Oh, fuck.
I'm really glad we don't go by like just the whole nat ones or an instant death.
They're 2. They're failed. They're 2 death saves. If we lose
Lyra,
Lyra,
the first was a success.
Shit.
I am so sorry I snuck up the first round of combat. I am so sorry.
No, it's perfectly reasonable. It's what your character would have done. It's fine. Zerial.
Oh my god. Okay, wait.
Shoot. Sorry. Hold on. I need a con save from one of my people. Thank you for reminding me, chat. I failed. Tis, can you roll another 2d10 for me for this one guy that's stuck there? Can't get a moonbeam. Nice. Okay. Yeah. Zerial, what are you doing?
All right, I'm stabilizing Lyra. I am 100% sure that if she were to roll another death save, she will roll a 1. Like there is no doubt in my mind.
I have no doubt in my mind either. Lyra has literally the worst luck of anyone I've ever seen. Yeah, if you'd like to roll a medicine check.
Okay.
Unless you have a healing potion to spend that you want to spend.
Let's see. That's 2. Oh my. That is a 2.
Lyra, you are stabilized. You are not bleeding out. Unless this combat fails, you are not dying today.
Hopefully. Well, it's still early. Still early in the game.
No, it's not. It's late in the day. It's close to our long rest time. Brakazak, you are up.
Thank God.
It's gonna, just for mechanical clarity, this isn't gonna affect anything, but the bars are small enough that you do still have to squeeze. So it costs 10 feet of movement to get through your first 5 feet of movement.
Okay,
but
so I'm gonna I'm here, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's gonna be 10, and I am going to jump over this halfling that has fallen and land here as I move through, and I am just going to I'm not even saying anything. I'm just rushing in. I have this look of absolute rage on my face, and I'm going to bonus action rage, and I am going to reckless attack the first white that is directly in front of me with my flame tongue greatsword.
Take a swing.
That is going to be with advantage. That's 21 to the first white.
Okay, do you want? Sorry, is that the white north or east of you?
Oh, I'm sorry. It is going to be the one. It is going to be the one north of me, right next to this halfling body that's laying on the ground. I'm just gonna slam it in.
Well, you kill it.
Excellent. I am going to. Oh, there's. That's good. I'm going to then. Let's see. I get an extra attack. Okay, I'm just going to attack the next one directly beside me.
Great.
And that's going to be a reckless attack as well.
Take that swing.
So that's going to be a 23.
Nice.
I get to re-roll one of those d6s because of that, but it's a 15.
You're welcome to if you want, but it does kill it.
Okay. I will action surge. Well, nice. I don't know if I have any movement left, actually.
10, 15, 20. Yeah, you've got 10 feet of movement left.
Great. I will action surge and use 5 feet of movement to step here on top of the... I'm just going to step onto the white's corpse, crushing it, and then turn and attack the next white. Also reckless attacking.
Swing away.
That's going to be a 24, and I'll do 25 points of damage to that white.
Nice. Yeah. This one is still sticking around.
You know what? There should be +2 more for my rage, so it's going to be 27 points of damage. And yeah, it'll be 27 points of damage. It's still up?
It's still up.
Okay, then I will use my last attack to swing at it one more time.
Swing away.
It's going to be a 16 to hit.
A 16 just hits.
Okay. I get to reroll one of those d6s, but if 23 is going to kill it, then I will not.
That's actually 25, right? Because of the rage.
Oh, you're right. Yes, it's 25.
Excellent. Yeah, so that'll be that's enough to kill it.
Okay, cool.
So let's just depict this for a second. You guys are fighting for your life against this horde of undead creatures. Lyra has gone down. Celia has gone down. You're very focused on like trying to keep each other alive. When suddenly this lizard-born person that none of you have really ever seen before, or at least you don't think you've seen him before, comes charging down the stairs. The bars are broken open by your stone giant baby friend. He dives through, and in a whirlwind of flame and speed that is heretofore unseen in this campaign, he slaughters not one, not two, but 3 of these whites, leaving only one left standing. Tis, what do you want to do?
I'm doing a few things at once. I'm slack-jawed first. I'm leaning down to bring to give both Celia and Lyra 15 points of lay on hands.
Sure. Thank you again for reminding me. Sorry, Mark, I need you to roll a con save.
Oh, okay.
You
Oh,
are
the
inside the
moonbeam.
moonbeam. I should have marked that on the board. My bad, but whatever.
That's no problem. Also, I typed it privately, but our cameras are a little mixed up on the stream. Yeah, because Matt dropped earlier, the camera order got mixed up.
Thank you.
Yep. You can thank Twitch chat. They
Thanks, Twitch chat.
And let me make my con save. That didn't come through. Hold on. Oof.
Unfortunately, a failure. So you take 12 radiant points of damage.
Okay.
From the moonbeam that you charged into, and then everything within.
No problem.
Tis, you're spending that lay of hands on both of them. Hi, everyone. My name's Lyra. Emily, you're the DM. You can tell people what to do.
Oh,
Right.
shit.
No, it's fine. I was just curious in what way we were mixed up. Awesome. So you're spending lay of hands on these people, yes, Tis?
Yeah, 15.
15 points on each of them.
Yeah, but I just saw this this lizard folk jump into my moonbeam, kill 3 whites in 6 seconds in the span of 6 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I'm slack-jawed, bringing them both up, still slack-jawed, and just staring, not saying anything yet.
Do you want to leave your moonbeam up? Do you want to move your moonbeam to hit the remaining white? Do you have any intention?
Do we have one left?
We're right next to you.
I didn't realize that. I'll hack at it. I'll attack it, hoping I will
Sure, yeah.
disappoint following that up.
Yeah, do it. A 9 misses. A 20 definitely hits, though. 7 points of damage. What kind of sword is this?
Not magical, if that's what you mean.
That is what I mean.
Yeah,
excellent.
Could I do Divine Smite?
Yeah, absolutely. You can decide to smite after you hit, which is one of the things that makes paladins really good.
I only have level 2 slots now. So is that 4d10?
That's 4d10. There it is. Yeah, that slaughters the last remaining white. And with that, combat's officially over. Tis.
And then I will, astonished looking, bring both of my comrades back up.
The large stone giant baby looks at you and says, "You fast. What name, new guy?"
I'm Brokazak. I I just happened to stumble upon you, but are you a child?
He's
That's-
5 as far as we can tell. I look over at Grostic.
I'm like looking up at this stone giant, just confused.
Yeah.
There are lots of these creatures in this place, and I kind of kick one of the whites as I say it. My rage is like fading, and the frills on the back of my on the back of my head and down my neck, like when I rage, they all like spiked up, and now they're like
So
coming down, and I deactivate the flames from my greatsword and sling it onto my back. I know you, lizard.
Me? I've never met you.
I do not know that we've met, but that doesn't mean I don't know you.
That makes sense. How do you know me?
We have a mutual thorn in our sides.
This is running through the Rolodex of people who aren't crazy about him.
And Tiss is like, it could be this person, it could be that person, it could be this other person. There's like 30 people that hate me there. There's like 100 people that hate me there. Sorry.
Who could you possibly meet?
And you knew a smart mouth halfling by the name of Songshore, because he certainly knows you.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know he knows me. You don't. You said he's a thorn in your side, so I don't imagine you're friendly. But yeah, I've been a little bit loud about how much I disagree with what he does.
He's taken notice. He he has a lovely portrait of you in his office. He likes to admire it with the edge of a blade on a regular basis.
So internally, I think this is. So everything has cost twice for us, or twice as much for us in the stores and in the encampment. So Tis had to know that Songshore was aware of him. But not to that degree, and that's extremely alarming. So I think Tis visibly like stiffens up, goes a little wide-eyed. That I wasn't aware of. I knew he knew who I was, but
Well, now you know you have a secret admirer. My apologies that it's not as exciting as you would hope it would be.
it's not. Thank you for telling me. Feels weird to thank you for that. I am grateful. It's better to know.
Is the halfling still laying on the ground?
Yeah, Celia, have you gotten up, or are you like you're just like, I'm done for the day?
I think Celia, like, she comes back to consciousness and Tiss is just slack-jawed, and then she looks over at another lizardborn who is, again, many feet taller than her. And she's just kind of like, I'm okay. I'll just stay where I am. So she's just actively not participating in whatever's going on.
And I'm sorry, I don't know what the other races of all the classes are. I'm looking through them. I know we have 2 elves, right?
Yes, Lyra is an elf, and Zerial is a blue-skinned elf.
Lyra, are you also still laying on the ground, or have you gotten up?
I think I'm just on my knees trying not to pass out straight away, but I'm just trying to gain my balance at this point and sort of leaning on that phone if I can. On the ground, I don't know. Or like holding onto the railings.
Yeah.
Trying to get up.
I'm looking at the blue-skinned elf who's trying to stand slowly up, and the halfling that's just laying on the ground, kind of staring at the ceiling, and to all of these, and it starts to piece together. You're the Order of Obscura.
That we are.
Are we?
Us four are.
Oh,
Drastic. And you're part of our party, but
oh, okay.
I've, now that I think of it, rather foolishly made my way down here to grab something that my illustrious employer would like to obtain for himself, but I think it would be better in the hands of someone who he dislikes.
you
If
have your own
you're. Well, he hates you enough. I think that would be a good place to start.
That sounds great. I would love that.
It's that way. And I point back in the direction that I came. But the room is filled with trolls that stink like these creatures. And I kick another one of the whites. And none of you look like you're in any shape to deal with something like that.
That is true.
Perhaps that's a assumption that you would help me, but I think that your feelings towards him are as mutual as his.
If
They're
it's
at least
against Hubert Song, sure count us in.
Hmm.
It
As long
speaks.
as I get paid.
Do you know a
Okay.
safer way out of here?
Say again. Sorry, I couldn't hear.
Do you know a safer way out of here?
Do I know a safe way out of here?
Safe, definitely not. Everything down here is dangerous. Let's see, what route would you have taken? That's a good question. Oh, you know what? No, he actually he doesn't know this yet, but when the bridge fell, when you guys had the bridge fall, you trapped him down here as well. He doesn't know that yet.
Oh,
But he came through that route as well.
sounds good.
Probably inspect the room.
Mhm,
And
yeah.
loot the corpses. Just to see if there's a safe place to rest.
Yeah. So the room is largely bare of furniture. Around the edges of it, though, there are engravings and carvings that showcase a group of 6 knights protecting their leader. Not the leader of the knights, but someone that led all of these people. A famous troop of knights is sort of what the art is depicting around here. And there's some weird additions to the art. Things that maybe someone who's very bored and sitting in a room for a long time might start carving into the wall, right? So there's like a picture, like the leader of the knights has a mustache carved into their face at a different time, and some of them have some sort of silly graphic things, putting like bad mustaches or knocking out teeth of the art, and like just ruin it. Like the art has been ruined because these people have been locked in this room for a long time. But the room itself is quite bare. In terms of looting the bodies, though, one of the skeletons has a fair bit of ancient jewelry upon it. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that you want it. None of it is cursed in any way, shape, or form, nor does it look cursed in any way, shape, or form. So it's just fancy old jewelry from the Akarutian times. So, or I forgot what we're doing. Are we directly transferring this to gold, or are we carrying out of the tomb and then transferring it when we talk to Baylor?
Take it to Bialdo.
Great. Okay. Yeah. So it's this is Bialdor reward loot. We'll call it. Yeah. Yeah, and it's a good chunk of it. You can call it whites from room E jewelry.
How does the locking mechanism work in the door? Is it the same as the other?
It is similar to the others. in the sense that it locks from the outside and locks people in.
Shoot. I mean, it's a good place to technically rest, but it's also a good place to get killed, so or permanently trapped.
Oh, that we don't have the gates. It's even more.
I mean,
I thought you wanted me to destroy the gate.
Oh no, I did. That helped a lot, and honestly, I think we wouldn't be standing if you hadn't. So, good job.
Oh, okay.
If I can.
I just
Go ahead.
from my vantage point of the floor, I'm just going to like slowly lift up my bag of berries and offer them back to Grastic again.
yo, wait a second. I think I thought of something. Can that wand, the berry wand of yours, work on things that you can't see necessarily?
Berries that you
Don't
can't see?
know.
Like, sorry, what's your question? Are you asking if she can generate berries like on the other side of a curtain?
Yeah, well, on the other side of a wall.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, I think there's probably a limit, but like it doesn't have a huge range, but probably within 10 feet.
So technically, even if the door locks with us in it, right? We could grow plants to lift up the mechanism to open the door.
It's like a stone door, isn't it?
I mean, you could certainly try.
I mean,
It's hard for me to imagine a berry that is being generated by a magic spell applying enough pressure to open a handle.
Plants are like, if I've learned anything from Poison Ivy, plants are kick ass.
Sure, yeah, that's absolutely true, but but this is not like this is not a wand of druid craft, right? I would think if you had druid craft, we could make that happen. It's a wand of literally making berries.
Watermelon is a berry.
Yeah, just putting up
It makes other things. It does
Fair
make
enough.
other things. I just don't know any other plants. So.
Okay, fair enough. I mean, yeah, sure, yeah. I mean, if that's yes, if you want to, I mean, let's start with this. Don't lock yourself in the room.
Sure. Fair.
But it worked out so well the last time they did it.
Yeah, there was
Oh,
a troop of 6 whites in there for hundreds or thousands of years or however long they were in there.
As they're like examining the bodies and looking over this artwork, I really don't care about any of that. But I noticed that they're trying to figure out how they can secure themselves to rest. And Brakazak will just kind of say, I know you have no real reason to trust me, but I am well rested, and if you need me to, I can watch over you as you bandage yourselves and rest. I will sit outside the bars if it will make you more comfortable.
It's fine by me.
Else.
I trust Scary Fast Man. Let's go.
Okay. By the way, so I just looked it up. Does it create the actual stalk of the plant too?
No.
Oh my god.
Oh, damn it. Okay, so bananas don't work. Bananas are technically a berry.
Oh my god.
And then bananas have a tree.
Jack, my love of you
Banana
knows no
tree.
bounds, and that's a good thing for you. Okay. Yeah, so the plan is to rest. Is this a short rest, guys, or a long rest?
Long, please.
Long rest.
If they take a long rest, I will take just a short rest and use some hit dice.
Sounds good. That works perfectly for me.
He dies first.
Okay, threat counter is up at 6. Nope, 5. Okay, good to know. Cool.
I see a 1.
You do see a 1 in there, don't you? Isn't that nice?
Oh no.
I'm going to use both of my D12 hit dice.
Perfect. Yeah, Brakazak, I think as everyone's resting, we see all of them sort of lie down and like sleep and catch up on things. You sort of probably pace and lean against the thing, but our camera gets our first like really clear look at you. At first it was focusing on the fact that you were stealthing, then it was focusing on the fact that you're really quick, but now you're just sort of at peace, sort of, or you're at least relatively stationary. So what does our camera see when it focuses in on Brakazak?
Brukazak is. Oh, I'm way more than fully healed. So Brukazak, he has a leather strap across his chest that holds his greatsword on his back. And he's this hulking, green-scaled lizard-born. He has a paler underbelly, and these red frills that go all the way down from the top of his head down his back. And he sits cross-legged, and actually, as he sits, kind of bandaging his wounds and taking his time to look over this area while he does so and ponder. He actually doesn't have his greatsword on his back. He has it laid across his lap. The greatsword, he has personally inscribed the symbols of each of the gods of his tribe into the blade of the greatsword. He doesn't wear any armor, but he wears lots of like furred bands around his arms, and like it looks like he wears thick like hide pants, but no and thick gloves that let his fingers free so that he can nimbly use his claws or his blade as needed. And he has the constellation of the warg tattooed on the scales of his breast, like his left breast. And he, as he's sitting there, he's and bandaging himself. I'm trying to get to the right spot. I had it a second ago and I had to move it around. Give me 1 second. He, as he is bandaging himself, he is thanking Gyatso for giving him the strength to overcome these undead creatures and save these poor fools who allowed themselves to get locked in and ambushed with the undead. For giving him great conquest as he slaughtered his foes. And he's kind of mumbling this, or not mumbling this, but speaking this quietly as he bandages himself and just watches over. He would be asking Tamden for just the ability to watch and be ready for anything that might come their way as they rest, asking him for the guidance for fair winds, even though he is not on the sea. And that's kind of the way he is. Quiet, this quiet burning fire inside, kind of a character that sits there in front of you.
Yeah, Tis, you might overhear some of this prayer and obviously recognize the names of Gyatso, the god of goddess of war, and Tamden, the god of fair winds and following seas. You yourself are a follower of Yemis explicitly, as we well know. But on top of that, you know that Salwin has a friend. Your friend Salwin has a very dear friend who is a priest of Tamden. Do you have any response to this? These prayers or anything?
Yeah. Your mic got a little bit louder. Like, I don't know if you just got closer.
I think I got closer.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Specifically Tamden, because I think all of the water gods kind of had this weird adjacency thing going with them, where like if you hear about one, you kind of hear about the other. And then Tis prior to this was also a merchant sailor. So I think Tashi kind of culture as well. So in the course of the ritualistic stuff that Tis does to get their spell slots back, I think might overhear, or catch a little more easily the name Tamden, and probably just note it to himself, and kind of be like, oh, cool, like are into the same gods, I guess. Same sort
Hey,
of gods.
buddy.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
like gods too.
Yeah,
Nice.
It's that pretty much.
Yeah. It's that weird moment when you're out in the wild and someone mentions D&D and you're like,
yes, yeah, it's that exactly. Brockazak might hear a prayer wheel, like a little rotating cylinder on a stick that's meant for. Yeah, this is sounds. My head canon that it has like crashing waves.
perfect. So as everyone is sleeping, save Brockazak, Brockazak, you hear booted metal footsteps.
The moment I begin to hear that, I will stand and ready my blade before me, just looking towards the direction of these booted, of the sounds that are coming our way. Is anyone? Well, I'm assuming everyone is asleep and resting, so I will just watch.
Okay. So booted footsteps echo down the hall. This is someone who very clearly is not trying to hide who they are or what they're doing or anything of the sort. And the doors here swing open. Did you trap them, Jack? I've forgotten.
Yeah, we did lock the doors. So.
Okay. Yeah. So then they break open, actually. The door, it's where the pink lines are right now on the map, breaks open, and behind it you see, I think you hear like a thump, and then breaks open, and you see a large and imposing figure, someone who can match you in height, wearing solid black armor that covers them from head to toe. Very clearly looking very antiquated or dated in some ways. This is likely a denizen of the tomb rather than one of the many people exploring it. And they walk forward towards you, and they stop about 30 feet away. And they reach up and take off their helmet and put it by their side. And you see the most gaunt humanoid you've ever seen. And he looks at you and says, well, you're new. And I think that's where we're going to take our break. So, Marcus, if you would take us to break. See you in 10. Bye, team. Hey everyone, welcome back. Hope you are enjoying the Lost Tomb of Akarut. We've got all sorts of fun people here doing all sorts of fun things. And if you're enjoying this, then please check out some of the other content on our channel. We have shows Monday, Thursday, Friday, and Sunday. You can see the schedule down below in the doobly-doo. We are off tomorrow because of someone moving. One of our players is moving, in the process of moving across country, and so we are taking tomorrow's game off. But in general, every Monday, Thursday, Friday, and Sunday, you can find us here streaming all sorts of fun games. Most of them are set in the same world. It's a world building enterprise where everyone is sort of playing together, and sometimes groups screw each other, and it's pretty funny. And one group is civilization that has recently gone to war against the civilization of another group. So we'll see how that all works out and all the good stuff. But I also want to take a second to promote the awesome. Oh, sorry, actually, and one more thing. I've been asked to guest run a game on Saturday. I've been asked to run a game on Polished Cryptid's channel. I'm going to be posting that all over social media and all that good stuff. But yeah, I'm going to be running an Apocalypse World game for the next 4 weeks for Polished Cryptid and her crew down in Australia. And so it's Saturday for me, 6 o'clock my time, Pacific Standard Time. It's like 11 a.m. their time. We on Sunday morning or something like that. I don't know. It's like a 17-hour time difference. I lose track of. I don't know what time they're playing. I just know what time I'm supposed to be there. But yeah, you should check that out. That's gonna be a lot of fun. But even more than that, we have a special guest on the stream. Someone who's hanging out with us, who's not normally hanging out with us. May hang out with us for a couple episodes is the plan, I think.
Yeah.
Mark, do you want to tell us a little bit about yourself and who you are and what your deal is, and maybe promote your own stuff?
Sure. I am Mark. I go by DM_ the Mark Knight here on Twitch. You can come follow my channel and check out some cool content. I have been dungeon mastering for about 23 years, developing my kind of style that I think lines up pretty closely to what Matthew's style is. I think our styles fall in line. I also run an interconnected world of games. We have 6 current campaigns that we stream. They are Monday night, Tuesday afternoon Monday night at 5:30, Tuesday afternoon at 1:30, all Eastern time, and then Wednesday 1 p.m., 7 p.m., and then Friday night, Saturday night, and then I play in a game on the Loophole Kings channel on Sunday night. So there's a lot of D&D that I do right now, because I am guest starring here for a little while. I will literally be playing Dungeons and Dragons 7 days a week for about 3 to 4 weeks. So you can basically find me on Twitch every day somewhere. Our story on our interconnected world called Oridon has been growing and expanding, and all of my campaigns have become just a little more interconnected every week. So come check that out. It's pretty incredible what has been happening, and none of it is on me. It's all because of my players. So you should come and check out what they have to offer. And I will just, for one specific thing, the weekend of the 28th and 29th, I am participating in a charity for Extra Life. We are going to be running my normal stream time. So if you look at my schedule on my over on my Twitch channel, it'll be the normal schedule for that weekend. But we will be asking people to help out Extra Life, make some donations, and we'll be hosting other streamers that are also participating in that. So you should come by and check that out. It's going to be pretty awesome. Extra Life is an awesome organization. They're very responsible with their givings, and they help out Children's Miracle Network and things like that with what they raise. So we want to help them do that.
That's absolutely wonderful. Good for you. I'm so glad that you're doing that, and all that good stuff. So everyone who's watching, who's from my side of the world, I know that some of you are from Mark's side of the world, but if you're from my side of the world, go check out DM_ the Mark Knight. That's Knight, KNIGHD.
And if you're from my side of the world and are here hanging out and watching, if you haven't liked this channel yet or subscribed, I am severely disappointed in you, and you should do that right now.
Well, there you go. Thanks, Mark. Appreciate it. Okay, let's dive back into this thing. So, Brunkazak, there you are, guarding your sleeping hopefully allies. We'll figure that out shortly.
You know, being in this dungeon by myself seems like a really bad idea. So hopefully,
yeah. Definitely true. And this dark figure, armored and pale of skin, walks towards you and says, "Well, you're new."
he just kind of doesn't know what to make of this figure, though the gaunt paleness of it kind of is reminiscent of the whites that he just slaughtered behind him. And Brukazak is going to take a measured step back between the bars and still with his sword leveled. I take it you live down here then.
For quite some time, at least.
As I've been apt to do so far, I nudge one of the white bodies with my foot. Relatives of yours?
More like pets. And the figure looks north at the double doors that are open. And he says, "Do you know what happened to Akarut?"
I shrug my shoulders. Don't know. Don't really care. Not here for that.
Oh? What brings you down to this place?
I'm looking for something down here. If you're offering to point me in the right direction, maybe I'll tell you.
No offer comes without strings. As long as that's understood, of course I can help.
I take another measured step back so that I can kind of see the door behind which the rest of the party has barricaded themselves. I've got enough strings, thanks.
And you don't know what happened to Akarut?
Not a clue.
Well, if you see someone claiming to be them, please inform them that the barrier is down and they can now leave freely.
Who are you?
Just an old servant.
Of this Akarut?
Yes.
How many people run around claiming to be this person that you would warn me to ask anyone or tell anyone who does about this?
Well, what you must understand is that in this tomb, that name has power. It has authority. The tomb is named for him, after all. And some of his former servants, those who are less loyal than they should have been, people like Thoxis and Ovzishra and Chaos, they have created copies in their own image to manipulate the other denizens of the tomb. Last I checked, Thoxis had 4 different people claiming to be Akarut, but to be honest, I stopped paying attention several generations ago.
Do any of these names ring a bell to me? Have I heard them? I know Akarut does because that's this tomb. But what about these others that he speaks of?
Absolutely. I love that question, and it makes me very, very happy. I would like you to roll a history check, although that is not necessarily going to be the way you're going to get your information. I want to see a history check first.
Sure. That pop up?
3, yes, that's a failure. So you've never heard of any of these figures from history. I doubt you paid attention in history class, particularly since you are from Chalestra and this is Prian history. So the chances that you know any of this stuff is really negligible at that point. But what you can say is that the name Thoxis has crossed the desk of your former boss many, many times. And he seems keen to develop a relationship with Thoxis within the tomb and use Thoxis as a in-tomb ally for him and his troops, and is offering have negotiations with him is sort of something that's they're working towards. They're not there yet, but they're working towards having negotiations with Thoxis and his servants.
Okay. I put that on my list of things to screw up for my boss while I'm here.
Sounds good.
This Thoxis, who has many Akarats running around, which way does he live?
Down, as it were, beneath you.
He's lucky that's the wrong direction for me.
He has built a fake sun down there.
You seem to be in a giving mood when it comes to telling me things.
Oh, I have been given my freedom, and I look for my master so that we can enjoy it. So yes, you could say that this is me at the most celebratory and joyous I've ever been.
Well, being that you've requested me to be your messenger, and as you say, nothing comes without strings, then I'll ask you for something in return. Have you heard of the Dreamer's Seed? I'm sure you have, since you live down here.
Yes, of course. The witch holds it, keeping it hidden from her sisters.
The witch?
Yes. Riola. Is her name. Put that in chat.
Have I heard this name before?
Ooh. Yeah, this is a long forgotten name, actually. The fact that he remembers the name is unusual. Most people would refer to her as the witch.
Riola the witch has the seed so that her sisters don't get it. I like repeat this to myself just so that I can remember it.
Yeah. And he looks at you and says, yes, she and her sisters have a complicated relationship. They will protect her. That's what sisters do. But she jealously keeps them from the seed.
And they are that way. And I nudge the blade in the direction of the secret door that I came through.
And he walks back and looks and says, funny, I never noticed that secret door. Yes, if that leads up to the river, which it does, then follow the river north and then do some searching. You'll find what you're looking for. Though it is a deadly part of the world.
I can handle deadly. If I see anyone claiming to be Akarut, I'll let them know they can leave.
Yes. And one last thing. I can't see who you're with back there, but I sense their life. Is there a Perius with you?
Do I know that?
There's definitely not a Perius. You've got Tis, Lyra,
Yeah.
Zerial.
I don't think so.
You would know. He's a leader in his group.
Didn't seem to be many leaders in this group.
Yes, funny, isn't that? No authority. Too bad. I was to kill him.
Perhaps you missed your chance.
I have all the time I could possibly want. And all the chances I could want too. Oh, brace yourself, he says.
I do?
Yeah, roll a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, does my
Danger sense does apply.
Excellent.
Yep.
So many.
And if you brace yourself, you're actually danger sense gives you advantage already, so you're good.
It does. Yep. So I have dex save with advantage. So it's going to be a 17.
Yeah, the ground starts shaking, and you experience a relatively brief, maybe 4.5 second long earthquake. But you don't fall. Oh no. The snoring of the god. And he nods and says, well, I'm glad that you are reasonable. Thank you for the information you have offered to pass on. Fairly well. And he turns and starts walking away.
I don't like that guy.
Okay. And that is our only nighttime encounter. Okay. So the rest of the party wakes up in the morning. Well rested, long rested, all that good stuff. It's got to feel good. Get those spell slots back, get those hit points back, get half your spent hit dice back, and all that good stuff. Cool. Okay. Welcome to the... Go for it, Lara.
Is our max HP permanently reduced?
It is technically still permanently reduced at this point.
Awesome.
Because, Lyra, let me tell you, if there was anything that your character needed, it was less hit points.
Oh, yeah. We're going strong at 23.
What level are you?
I think we're level 7, right?
Level 7 with 23 hit points. Cool. Cool.
Let's see if I can make some sort of antidote, hopefully.
Like, alchemy stuff. Yeah. Certainly worth trying or considering or looking for someone who could help you with this problem. Do, though, keep track of how many hit points you've had your maximum reduced from. I have no idea how you have so few hit points, Lyra.
That is actually... I mean, like, I would expect Celia, probably, because she's, like, the wizard, and wizards die from chasing damage, but, like...
No, I mean, Celia's got a high con, though. Okay. Well, so you all wake up in the next, whatever. Time has no meaning down here at this point, but, you haven't seen the sun for several days, so, time really is probably losing meaning. You see Brukazak sitting there, looking over his sword, and Grastic, your friend, just sort of looks around and says, I'm hungry.
Going to wordlessly offer him some more berries.
Keeps eating the berries.
think Saya's just gonna like sit down for maybe 5-10 minutes and just make a little stock of berries.
Yeah, absolutely. Brucksack, do you tell anyone about your experience last night?
Yeah, I was waiting for everyone to kind of get situated and feed the giant, and I'll walk up to all of them. In the midst of them, they're like waking up and getting breakfast or preparing, however they are. And I walk up and I say, "Some jerk in black armor came over here last night. Said to tell Akarat that the barrier is down and he can leave. I don't know if this means anything to you, but I figured you'd want to know."
Oh, we do. Thank you.
Yeah, we gotta go, guys.
Could
There's-
the barrier be the keystone? Like, could that be the same thing?
Yes, that in character.
Yeah.
Has the keystone come up? Because I don't remember it coming up last session.
I think it
Not
has.
last session, but a while ago when Beldor was down here. And he yelled it when he was getting uncursed to remove the keystone.
Yeah, so Tis will kind of stiffen up, not like with discomfort, but will just be visibly kind of rigid, and say we need to find that. It's imperative that we find that.
Yeah, fix the barrier so that they can't leave.
Uh-huh.
Because I don't think we can beat his time going upwards. So I think that might be our only option.
That is true.
For those of you who do not know or are not remembering what happened because you're guest starring in this show, Tis is under a geas to remove the keystone, and none of the rest of his party knows this.
I just kind of say, my path lies along the river. I have a crude map. I search for a particular item that is of interest to Songshore. I don't know if our paths lie in the same direction, but if they do, we should travel together. It seems like you need watching over.
Which direction?
I point back towards a secret door on the other end of the throne room. I came through there. That's where the undead trolls I told you about were.
And that's where you need to go.
I nod.
I don't remember what our plan was when we came down here. It's been so long.
Witch.
Right.
Zerial wanted to find the witch.
Do you say that out loud?
Yeah. So I've been very vocal about it.
Looking for the witch too. She has the seed.
Okay.
The seed?
The dreamer's seed.
Oh.
I don't
Sounds
know what it
interesting.
is. I just know that Songshaw wants it. So if he wants it, I don't think he should get to have it.
Agree.
You stab it with the spear, does it make the dreamer's tree?
That was my next question. Brakazak, can I ask you something that may sound kind of rude?
By all means.
How prone are you to stealing something? Unprovoked.
Who cares?
Okay, well, against my better judgment, what you're looking for sounds like an artifact. And I'll pull out Dreamer's Spear. And I think it might be part of a set. This is just a weapon, really well-crafted weapon that harms things and hits things a lot better than a normal one. But it also has the capacity to disenchant, to allow the wielder to enter dream. to craft
Interesting.
dreams.
The Dreamer's Seed, the Dreamer's Thorn, and the Dreamer's Handbag. We need the full set.
Mm-hmm.
And the ruby red Dreamer's shoes.
How about it, Zuriel? Do you want to?
I'm down for killing a witch. So I don't care if she has a seed, but I'm definitely going for the witch.
I pull out the map that I have.
Mhm.
This isn't much, but it's what I know. It's the only path that I have in this place to get to what I guess we're both looking for. And I'll pass it over to... I'll just hold it out to... I mean, I guess if Jack is the one that wants to kill something, kill the witch, I'll hold it out towards him.
Is
If
that
this...
crayon?
I think it's charcoal. Is there much of a difference?
Okay, just wondering. It's a very nice drawing you have in the bottom left corner. Looks exactly like that big old troll.
I didn't make it. I just found it.
Oh, so the troll's probably no offense.
And guys, sorry, just for a correction, I was wrong. He actually would have entered from the main entrance. So his drawing is from the main entrance.
Oh, okay.
And does
Nice.
like not the side entrance that you guys entered from. So he came down a different path, but it does meet up with you. So this also serves as, assuming that it's accurate, a map out.
Oh, nice. Yeah. I would assume that we what's it called? Take the secret passage then, because that probably leads somewhere close-ish.
Well, we know it leads to trolls.
Yeah.
Dead trolls. Undead trolls.
Oh.
Very big difference.
Dead versus undead. Big difference.
Exactly what we're looking for, I think, actually. I mean, aside from the witch, a way out. Because we kind of wrecked our other way out.
Yeah. It is
No more
unfortunate,
bridge.
but we broke the bridge.
Well, the bridge broke itself by being... Well, no, I guess we did. It was old, though. So old. It was...
Well, then it seems that I have saved your asses more than once in the last day.
It would seem that way.
I
Like
wanna
fate
get
brought us
used
together.
to it.
Hi, my name's Fate.
Yeah, fate comes. There's a robot elsewhere in the tomb named...
Can you say it again? I'm sorry, I missed it.
There's a ancient robot, automaton, I guess, in the tomb called Fate, that concerns itself with fate and can make your dice rolls.
Interesting.
There are
It
quite a
seems-
few of those automatons. There's nature, death, and time as well, as I recall.
Dangerous.
They don't like me.
Yeah, if they don't like you, they can be.
Even
Also-
I'm suspicious about you now, considering the fact that you dropped holy water on you and you started screaming.
was kinda funny.
I mean, like, don't get me wrong, like, of the anti-witch thing, but like, God, it is becoming very, very gray line.
Fair enough.
They're also
Seems that
remarkably
Tamden
useful.
brought us together then.
Yeah, could be seen that way. Or Yemis. Community and everything.
See, I have the feeling I'm gonna wake up one day and I'm just gonna see Emily like scrawling things on the wall in blood with like a pentagram on the
Oh my
floor.
God.
And I'm just gonna wake up and I'm just gonna go get my coffee and I'm just gonna look at it and go back to sleep.
Hold on, just to clarify, that would be Celia doing it, not Emily. Celia doing it.
Well,
Emily, I'm sure, is a perfectly nice human being. I'm
Yeah,
sure she's not,
I've never painted with blood before, guys. Just to put it out there.
See?
Yeah, the blood, the pentagram of blood would probably really offset the decor of your room. It would be very strange if your camera turned on and there was just bloody runes all over the
Plus, I think
walls
your
back
puppy
there.
wouldn't like it. I think your puppy would be unhappy.
Poor puppy.
Okay. So it sounds to me like we have a relative possible plan to head after witchy stuff. Is that true?
Burn the witch, go down the passage.
As long as we're not going down the river, because I will die. Guys.
yeah, fucking weird one that is, isn't it?
Funny that.
You may have to figure something out about that.
Well, we do have to go along the river. Who knows if we ever have to cross it, but we can figure something out. I assume.
Wait a second. You're a halfling, right?
Yeah.
Yes, you have reduce, right?
Yeah.
And I have a bottle.
She'll be 2 feet tall. I think I did the math wrong on that before. I thought it was an eighth, but it's an eighth of your weight and size and everything.
Holy
Oh.
Eatus.
She would fit in a backpack.
Yeah, easily.
Yeah.
Yeah, but is the backpack waterproof? Because
Shove it
otherwise
in.
I'll burn anyway.
Wait,
Yeah,
One,
you can find-
one, do you need to breathe? And two, do we have a bag of holding?
We do
I
not
could
have
have
a bag of holding.
sworn it was an
I do need to breathe.
Yeah, breathing's like a what's it called? How do we call it? Luxury. Wait.
How tall are you, Tis?
6'3", I want to say.
And how tall is our new
Ruckazak?
friend that I can't? Yeah, that's it.
Ruckazak? Probably
Oh, 6'6",
relatively
actually.
close. Sick, like maybe a couple inches taller. 6'5", 6'6".
I'm
So
6'6",
I can sit on
actually,
your
so you'd be like
shoulders.
6'8"?
Technically, I could sit on your shoulders, and then I wouldn't touch the water.
I mean, if it splashed, that would still be really bad.
That's pretty high up.
Yeah.
though.
Well, let's get to the river first, so we can see exactly what we're dealing with.
We're
And we might
both
not even have to cross
Good idea.
lizard-born. We're both lizard-born, so technically we're like amphibious. So we can lay down and swim through the water, and you can stand on our backs. And
Like a boat.
yeah, exactly.
Makes perfect sense.
A lot of splashing there still.
Great idea.
Okay.
Sure, we'll figure it out.
Yeah, we got it.
Cool. Awesome. So I think in the hubbub with the whites and the kicking and the flaming sword flying around, I will say that you are aware that there is a door behind the throne. Obviously, it's on the map there. It does head in a different direction than the direction you're intending on going. But I do want to make sure that you guys are aware there is a door there that you could visit now or later at your leisure. Okay. If the intention is to head back along the path, then that is a great plan to me. Does that work for everyone?
You want to explore the passage, or because it said, I think I remember something about the passage leading to the same place.
You
To the
certainly
witch?
can.
Oh wait, what?
To the witch?
Yeah, I think so.
The,
I mean-
the path to the witch is back up to where Onstrusa was. And then further
Where the
further
source is.
along is further along is where we found Grass Stick. And that's where
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's good.
so they're on different levels.
So the plan. Sorry, correct me if I'm wrong, but the plan is to follow back up Brakazak's footsteps, basically, and deal with the undead trolls that were up there.
Yeah.
That's the plan.
Oh, is that the same path? Because I thought the trolls were a separate one.
Well, if you want to go around, you can, but that's going off his map. In fact, you technically are
Oh.
already off his map.
I see. Okay, yeah, if that's the same path.
Yeah, basically, so Brakazak came down to the tomb and he found a large river. He got ambushed by trolls. He probably had some other experiences in the tomb as well, obviously. But he got ambushed by trolls and escaped down a secret passage that they couldn't fit through, which leads to this same spot here. But it's not the same secret passage that you guys came down.
Would grass stick fit through it?
That's a good question. It would be. I'll say that he's squeezing. He can make it through, but he'd have to squeeze.
Okay.
And
I mean-
I think he'd be useless mechanically while he's in there.
Also don't
We
have
already
one more.
know a way back to the river, so we don't have to follow the map.
That is true.
To make it clear, Bruckazak would be willing to travel with you whichever way you decide, as long as it takes him to his goal ultimately. You have been down here longer, and if you know a safer path or a different path, he will not fight you on that.
So what do we think? We can take the way that goes past Monstrusa again? Maybe visit, because she's
Yeah.
fun, and also I don't know
If we
anything
answer
about...
more riddles, then we'll have more questions as well.
We have another
Sure.
person here.
Yeah, so Mark, obviously you don't know what they're talking about, but for clarity's sake, neither would your character.
Yeah, that's
so
fine.
that's
I don't need to
totally fine.
know.
Yeah, that's totally fair. Just
I'll ask questions in character
Yeah.
if Bruckazak gets curious about things that
Awesome.
they're talking about. Absolutely.
Sounds good. Awesome. Okay. Cool. So the plan then is to head back up to Onstrusa. Okay. Let's. I'm just gonna move you to the overlay map, the exploration map. And I think on that map, hold on. I'm gonna add a couple more. I'm gonna reveal a little bit more territory. There you go. I'm gonna ping something for you all right here. Just to be clear. That is the secret passage that was head down by Bruckazak to escape the trolls, the undead trolls. Okay. So you guys make it back up the stairs and through the secret door to Onstrusa, the Sphinx. And I think Bruckazak, you see a room that is it's sort of very beautifully done. It's got these this very thin copper that has holes poked all over it, and light illuminating from behind the holes to make it look like starlight in this room. It's an illusion. It's a mechanical trick, but but it does sort of look very beautiful, and it kind of does remind you of starlight. And then sitting on a large pedestal in this room is a sphinx, female, and she stares at you all and just sort of sits there and smiles patiently.
Hi.
Monstrusa.
Greetings, Celia, Tis, Lyra, Zuriel. It's good to see you again, I guess.
Yeah.
We brought a new traveling companion.
Ah,
This gestures.
greetings. And what is your name, new traveler?
I am Bruckazak.
Welcome,
And-
Bruckazak.
You had the party had spoken the name of this sphinx. What was it?
Onstrusa. I'll put it in chat. Don't.
Onstrusa.
Yeah, hold on.
You must be Onstrusa.
Indeed.
I understand what they spoke of riddles and questions now.
I give truths in exchange for truths. One per day.
I'd like to answer a riddle if possible.
What is put upon a table, cut, but never eaten?
Oh,
You
I know.
guys come.
Cards?
Yes, Celia. Beautifully done.
What was it?
You,
Sorry.
a deck of cards.
Oh.
And do you have a question, or are you ceding that to one of your friends?
Well, it was Zuriel's question, Zuriel's riddle to answer, so he can have the question.
That's fair. I appreciate it. So my question is, how do we get in and out of that secret passage behind you without souring our relationship nor killing
An interesting question with many caveats.
you?
I am bound to guard this secret passage. It is an oath that I have taken. If you find the one that has bound me and convince them to free me of this oath, then I can let you through.
Fair.
Can you tell us who bound you, or does that require another riddle?
Oh, sorry. I should have mentioned that. Thoxis.
Right, we have a lot of bones to pick with this guy.
That's fair.
To say the
Name keeps
least.
coming up.
He's the one that gave me scales. I have a personal bone to pick with this guy.
Wait,
What's
you
wrong with scales?
No, Thoxis did not give you scales.
No, that was Overshoe.
Sure, yeah.
There you go.
I'm sure
Okay,
since
What's
mixed
wrong
up.
with scales?
Good question.
when you don't
They just
have
don't
them,
really
you know.
fit my personal aesthetic. We'll go with that. I would like to answer a riddle.
I only point in one direction, but I guide people around the world with perfection.
Compass.
What am I? Excellent. Well done.
This will nudge Brakazak and say that's the benefit of having a wizard in your party.
Rugger just nods.
My question is, can you tell us where the keystone is?
It has been turned into a glowing light that illuminates a land pretending to be a sun inside the third level of this tomb.
Thank you.
So we take the moon, then you take the sun.
I'll answer one of your riddles.
After a fall, I will take over. All life will stall, or at least grow slower. What am I?
An airplane crash.
Winter?
Indeed.
Oh,
Well
nice.
done, Brakazak. I will answer any question that I can, and if I cannot answer the question, then it does not count.
Need a wizard.
This does.
Disney's a wizard.
What is this dreamer's seed?
A magical gem currently protected by a witch named Briola, part of a set of 3 items which are often seen as particularly desirable by the denizens within the tomb. For each of them allow you to travel beyond the tomb, at least in dreams. They also can affect the dreams of others, and not just the way they dream, but what they hope for, what they long for. You can use it to affect the desires of others. as well. Powerful tools for manipulation.
Berkazak listens to this answer, and at first you see this look on his face that is, if you're looking, that's like, oh, that's bad. And then this slow smile creeps across his face as an idea comes into his head.
Cool.
It is not a friendly smile.
Anyone else?
Yeah, can I ask Odin, please?
What tastes better than it smells?
So many things.
Dude, undoubtedly vanilla extract.
What? I'm sorry, I did not hear what you said, Lyra.
The town.
Excellent. Very true.
What was that?
A tongue.
Oh.
And I think Unstrusa sticks out her snake tongue.
Oh.
What's so special about the passage behind you that Foxes has bound you to guard?
It provides access to his realm that is easy, and so I serve as a line of defense.
Oh. So there are other ways to get to him then, that are not through there.
Yes, and I think you have found some of them.
Okay. Thank you.
Of course.
Teresa, can I ask, I assume you're not happy about the arrangement.
I appreciate having purpose. And I don't have the same regurgitatively negative response to Thoxis that you do. He is just another being.
Are you sworn to guard this thing against all who would enter?
All save Thoxis, yes. He does not even allow his servants to use this passage.
Do you serve Thoxis, or are you simply bound to him?
Oh, it is a magical binding. I am not a willing servant, but nor am I exactly unwilling, if you know what I mean. It is good to have purpose.
Isn't that kind of damning that he would use magic to make you do something against your will?
Perhaps I've come to peace with it. It's been 5,000 years.
I see.
One need not be magically bound to have purpose.
True.
It's she for her for Unstrusa, right?
Yeah.
I get the feeling that she's looking on the bright side of her circumstances and looking at it that way.
If you were free and not bound to this purpose, what would you choose to do?
Look for a new purpose.
Fair enough.
Tis, I believe you have not asked a question yet.
Yes, Rustic hasn't either. But I am a little worried that I won't get it one and done like everyone. But sure, let's go for it.
Let me think. Sorry. Lives without a body, hears without ears, speaks without a mouth, to which the air alone gives birth.
No idea. I look over at Celia.
What was that?
Can you say it again?
Yeah.
Lives without a body, hears without ears, speaks without a mouth, to which the air alone gives birth. Say again, Lyra.
An echo.
But of course.
Cool.
You're very good at
What,
this.
what
My
was it? I
answer
didn't
was
catch that.
freeform jazz.
Oh. what
Excellent,
was
I
it
approve.
actually?
An echo.
Echo, okay. Lives without a body.
Hears without ears, to which the
Okay.
air alone gives birth. And your question, Tiss?
Do you want a second
Any-
one, Lyra?
what do you
I
mean?
don't have anything.
Oh. Do I? Do you know what's happened to an undead paladin skeleton that may have wandered past here a few hours ago?
He has run afoul of some adventuring types. Got into combat with them, but was unarmed, and so was forced to flee. He wanders the tomb. He's looking for vengeance. He was a ancient warrior before he lost his memory, sworn to kill Akarut. Never succeeded, but was buried here with him.
Safe for now. Thank you.
So sorry for him.
Yeah.
And the reason he's unarmed.
Find a weapon. I'm certain of it. He's too good a character to die unceremoniously off screen.
Oh, thank you.
That means it's well away to the river, Shelby.
Okay. So you guys turn around and make it back to the river. Do you want to be on? Do you have a side of the river you would prefer to be on if you're going to follow the river? North side or south side?
Whichever side is easiest to walk on without getting splashed.
The north side is much skinnier.
Probably
I
south
feel
then.
like the north side might have like, God, it is literally just a gut feeling though. Like, I feel like, but yeah, I'm fine with the south side.
Zero has a gut feeling for the north side. Does anyone trust Zero's gut?
When have I ever made bad decisions in the past, guys? Come on.
Yeah, exactly.
How many undead trolls were there?
Four. 4 undead trolls.
Oh god.
Good question though. Okay.
Is the river like fast flowing?
No, it is relatively slow flowing, and again, it's deep enough that people can swim in it. It's like 6 foot deep, but it's not deep enough that you would be over your head if you were a lizard folk.
Just dunks his head.
Yeah. You
Oh yeah, and I should
wash it.
probably
Feels good to be
collect
wet.
more water.
Do you have more vials?
I destroyed 2, but I had 2 that I just used instead.
I have a couple empty ones if you want to fill them.
Okay, so I guess 4? Question mark.
I have 4 empty ones, so you can have
Sure.
6.
This
Okay.
also saves his potion bottles, but I think I gave them to Elia in the lich
Yeah.
school room. Yeah.
Sounds good. So Jack, you can fill as many as 6 if you want with still water.
Alright.
Dark
Yeah,
water.
I might as well. But I might as well fill all 6 because I can just pour them out if need be.
Sounds good.
So
All right. Guys, north or south? North is a little skinnier, possibly a little bit more dangerous. South is a little bit wider, possibly less dangerous.
Tis will say,
I mean,
do we
well,
want to put it to a vote?
if Zero has a gut feeling, I'm okay with just following along with that.
Gut feelings.
I don't trust the look of that, son. Damn, we almost
Yeah.
have.
I lost my best friend to his own gut feelings, but this is not my best friend.
Yeah, very good point.
Yeah.
North it is then.
Considering how I saw them deal with combat before, I will walk in the front.
Okay. Yeah.
And just be directed by whoever is it knows the way.
Beautiful. Yeah. Let's get a.
Oh, it widens up. Yes. Just a
Yes,
little
it does.
bit, but that's
It,
enough.
Okay.
it does widen up. Yeah. So again, this map,
Oh.
just for clarity's sake, these what squares you see on this map are 60 by 60. So this is not actually like a usable
okay.
map in any sense.
I was going to
Quite
say,
expensive.
if they've been making reference to the fact that that one of the members of the party is hurt by this water, when we get to that skinny part, I would literally just lift up the halfling by the back of the shirt so that there's no splashes.
Yeah, I love that.
Thank
Well,
you.
we will certainly see what happens. So again, this every square is 60 feet by 60 feet. So these are huge squares, and that's about the edge of your dark vision too. So we're going to keep moving forward until we see something, if that's okay with people. And I will open up a fair bit of this thing. Ooh. You see a small stone building. It is very out of place. It does not look like the stone that you guys have seen around here. It looks like cobblestones, like sort of neatly put together, and kind of looks like kind of pleasantly normal.
Does it have any windows? Or?
No, just a door at the front.
Would the door, like the underneath of the door, be enough to sneak pineapple through?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. Could I try to sneak pineapple through to see what's inside?
Sure. Yeah. So,
What is
describe what this looks like. Describe what this looks like.
Oh yeah. So just so you know that it's not a fucking sentient pineapple. It's a it's my familiar.
I assumed that it wasn't that your familiar was not a sentient pineapple, but
yeah. So like I'm not actually
know,
just
Gonzo
sticking
games.
regular pineapples underneath.
So I roll a pineapple down the and I put my senses in it, and it rolls. Sorry.
it's just like it got a face carved into the pineapple and
Wilson. No, sorry.
Yeah.
No, pineapple is like a magical ferret, right?
Yeah. So, all right. But wait. You were saying about the room?
Yeah. So it's completely dark inside the room. There is no light.
All right. Do we want to open the door?
You can open the door or ignore it. Those are your choices.
should
You could knock.
should we have someone who's
That
good
is
at not
very
being
nice idea.
noticed try opening the door?
I feel like it's just a bit like rude if there's someone in there and we just hi.
Barging
Hello.
in.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's fair. We haven't had manners so far. I'm willing to like make the manners of exception.
The last time I had manners, I got 4 spells, so I'm okay with having manners right now.
Manners or not, I draw my sword.
Excellent.
That's fair.
This will wrap on the door back.
There is no reply.
Yeah, let's go in.
All right, yeah, fair.
So we'll push open the door.
Okay.
I will ignite my if they say that the ferret saw that it was dark in there, then I will
Mhm.
ignite my blade as I open the door so that
Mhm.
we can have some light
It's a good move.
when we go in.
Absolutely, yeah. So light illuminates from the sword, and you guys can see. Inside is a large ish collection of rooms. Clearly, this was like designed to be like almost like a cottage from like another place, just sort of transported into this tomb randomly. But the table that's like the main central living room table or whatever, dining room table, has been shoved to the side. And in the center, there is a circle of 5 halflings, each with their throats slit and put into a star shape, just spread eagled on the floor with their hands connecting to each other, sort of forming this weird shape. And then in the center of it, you see a eye that is painted with blood.
Mini.
Yeah, let's scratch that out as soon as we possibly can.
Oh yeah, I'll just.
I'm not going in to the cottage.
Oh,
I'll
you know
stand
what?
in the doorway.
I'm gonna throw some dark water on it, or holy water, or whatever it is.
Yeah. So dark water. You throw the dark water in. Yeah, it sizzles as it hits the floor.
Yeah, that's some.
Can I cast
Okay.
detect magic?
Yeah,
to
absolutely.
See.
Sure. Are you casting a spell slot, or are you taking the 10 minutes?
Oh no, sorry, not detect magic. Identify.
Oh, yeah. Are you
See.
casting? Are you taking a spell slot, or taking the 10 minutes?
What do you guys think?
I think we
Can we
have the
afford
10
10
minutes.
Yeah, it's
We're
not too long.
not threatened, so I'd say take the 10 minutes.
Yeah, okay, we'll take the 10 minutes.
Threat die is +1. And let's see. Bracarac, you said you wanted to do something. You wanted to destroy this, or are you?
I'll wait. If she's casting some kind of spell, then I will stand back and allow that to happen. My initial step forward was to burn the eye with my sword, like burn the blood away. But as soon as the holy water's thrown on it, I second guess that and step back.
Beautiful. Did you step into the room?
I don't think any of us have yet.
Okay, I think that's fair. I totally
think
that's
I
fair.
have to. I think I have to cast identify.
Okay.
You can. Oh.
Yeah. What's the
No.
range on
Because
identify?
it's a touch spell.
Yes, it is. Ooh, yes. You'll have to. Excellent. So you're gonna step into the room.
Oh my god. Against my better judgment, yes, but this is just like the chair from before.
Yeah.
Considering I've spent the last several, well, I don't know, quite some time as a bodyguard, I think my instinct would be to like just put my hand out and stop anybody from entering the room, and then take the first step in myself.
Okay.
And see just how dangerous it is.
Perfect. Yeah. So you take a step into the room.
Yes, I do.
You're fine.
Oh God.
Nothing happens.
Okay, I think Celia just kind of walks underneath his arm without touching him. Just
So short. Okay. Yeah, and you step into the room, and the two of you are looking around this room, illuminated by the light of this flickering sword. And so you're casting your magic, your identify spell, when the flickering light causes the eye of blood to look like it blinks.
Yeah, okay. We gotta scratch that thing out as soon as possible. I do not trust that thing in the slightest.
Can I use control flames to like scratch it out? Or
Yeah, use the
scar it?
flames from the sword.
No, I've got cantrip to
Oh, okay. Oh,
do
yeah,
that.
to shape. Cool. Yeah, so you're gonna start trying to scratch it out, and you hear a voice. Of course, both of you do. You have to be in the room to hear the voice, but the two of you hear, "I see you."
Scratches faster.
Brookzak just like hears this and looks around the entire room and asks, "Do you see this?" and flips the eye of the bird and looks down and says, "Who are you?"
And as you flip the eye, the bird, and say, "Do you see this?" you hear,
I am leaving the room.
I am placing the flaming blade of my sword against the eye, against the blood on the floor, trying to burn it away.
Yeah, so the floor ignites on fire and starts to burn. The bodies of the halflings around are also burned. Everything is burning quite intensely.
As I do this, I'm going to say, "Consider this a warning," and step back out of the room as everything lights on fire.
Beautiful. I love it.
I'm going to take a step into the room, though, actually, just to see if there's any gold or valuables that I can take before it burns.
Yeah, let's see. Why don't you roll a quick perception check for me?
Got you covered.
That is a 22. Nice. Hold on. Check. There's a nice candle in a nice engraved candle holder. And then there looks like to be like a scroll case of some sort.
Okay. Yeah, I'll see if I can run and take them both.
Yeah, you
so.
are super fast. You have no problem with that. You just run and grab them and leave out. And I think as you leave, you also hear the voice and it says, "Ooh, a third one. I look forward to meeting you down below."
Oh, this shit's the
Oh.
fucking witch. Oh, hell no. Like, is
No,
the voice
it could be
feminine or is it
Thoxis.
male?
It could be Thoxis.
This is males.
Okay.
It's Thoxis.
We were told that Thoxis, or I was told that Thoxis is the level below, so.
Yeah.
Are the halfling remains completely disintegrated?
They're burning. I wouldn't say they're completely disintegrated.
Could I put them in a more dignified position?
Sure. So you enter as well to straighten up the
Oh
halflings.
no.
The more of us who enter there, the more that Thoxis will know how many of us there are.
Did any of you say anything about the voice and being seen?
That's a good question.
I mean, if you make a move to go in, I think Sally will be like, no.
Look at their bodies though. They're burnt. That's been arranged in a star like they're spell reagents.
Sally's gonna kind of like roll her eyes, but I think we all know that Tis is not gonna let this go. So Salio will go back in to do it.
Okay. So you go
rather
to like
than letting another person go in, yeah.
To straighten out these bodies. Cool. So you straighten out the bodies, and he says, and you hear a voice. Your efforts are futile and pathetic. I thought you studied the art, but clearly you are just a dabbler, not a true practitioner.
Upon hearing the voice, Tis will look back at everyone else. Like, what the... Are you Thoxis?
Yes. I see and know all. And this world could use a new god, don't you think?
No, I think we're good, actually. Funnily enough. Don't think we need a new god, especially not one that sets things like this. She's just going to gesture at the floor.
If you see and know all, then why did you count the number of us that entered the room? Why didn't you already know how many of us there were?
I am not a god yet.
That's for damn sure.
But I will be.
You said I was a... Sorry.
Oh, yeah. As you're straightening out the corpses, roll a perception check for me.
Okay.
Wait, me or
Celia is also doing it. So,
okay.
Yeah. And she's got a better perception, so I asked her. Sorry.
No, it's much better.
Yeah. As you're doing this, you find that one of the halflings has a silver medallion that's shaped like a fish.
I'm going to take it off the halfling and give it to Tis, because Tis knows about this kind of thing.
Yeah.
Fish.
Yeah.
Anything remarkable about it?
I think the fire is burning too fast for you to look at it now, but you have it to look at when you're done being nice to the bodies, if that's okay.
Yeah, I have some qualms in character about taking it. But
that's
it might be
you
useful.
said there were...
So you just kind of shoves it in your hands and like keeps moving the bodies, and you're just like,
maybe you didn't even see where it came from. Yeah.
Yeah.
You said there were a number of rooms in this building?
Yeah, I would say three.
Room, right?
Three. There's like a outhouse room, and then like a bedroom, and then this main dining room, living room area.
Okay.
But the whole thing's gonna burn.
Yeah.
The whole interior is gonna burn. So, hard to search. Yeah. Did you have a question, Sally, that you want to? Was one of you talking to Thoxis? I feel like one of you said something.
I wanted to talk to Thoxis. He said I was a dabbler in the arts. I assume you mean blood magic.
I invented it. Don't you like it?
I was under the impression that Ovshishra wrote the Humomancy novels.
Liar! Pretender! Where did this cannot go? No! I will kill Ozishra. Thief.
Well, he took your knowledge then.
Stole it. Like the snake he is.
Some god.
Okay.
Yeah, and I think at this point the fire is just burning in the background, and like the building is coming down. It's going to be a hollowed out hovel of a mess. And smoke has sort of been billowing out from this whole thing, and as it does, who's outside? I guess Lyra, you are definitely outside. Lyra, can you roll a perception check for me? And Zerial, both of you will roll perception checks for me.
I wonder what's in the scroll case.
A spell scroll is in the scroll case, conveniently. And that being said, you two hear chittering and nattering, and look coming from the west. The smoke of this burned out hovel has triggered some giant spiders to come investigate, and that's where we're going to start next time, I think. Okay, yeah, and that's where we will call it a day, guys. That sound okay?
Yeah.
Cool.
Super fun.
Awesome. Let's hand out some quick experience points since we're doing experience with this group. Let's see. I got whites. Yes.
Oh,
Cool.
just so that it doesn't probably kill me, like after like a whole week. What is in the scroll case?
It's a spell. It's a wizard spell scroll case that you would need to identify or look at in any extensive way to get.
That's fair.
But it is it's actually a randomly generated spell, and I haven't randomly generated it yet.
Sure.
I don't even know.
I'm glad I know. That would have not like the back of my head up until next Thursday.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so I have 6 whites that were defeated. Yes. I have let's see, a new ally made. Correct. I have survived a conversation with the Death Knight. I have answered 5 questions from Monstrusa. Yeah. And then I have laid the halflings to rest. And communicated with Doxus. Anything else that we did that people feel like you should get experience points for? Okay. And there are 5 of you playing now. So that is 1,740 experience for everyone. What's that total? We'll keep the total for the group is the same for everyone. So what's the total that we're at right now? Emily, you're pretty good at that. You pay attention always. Oh, not Emily. Sorry. Lyra?
30,836.
30,836.
I believe.
Okay.
I hope that's correct.
Okay. Cool. Well, we're getting relatively close to level 8, guys. So that'll be fun. And we'll see all that happen. We'll come back with the same crew of people next time. And all that good stuff. Thank you, Mark, so much for joining us. We really appreciate it.
No, thank you for having me. This has been really, really fun. Thank you.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's our pleasure. And I'm excited to see what happens with the witch and all that good stuff. We'll have a nice little mini arc where we can go fight a witch boss.
Nice.
That sounds fun. And as always, I like to end the stream by just suggesting that you who's watching the stream, look for people who are less well off than you, underprivileged in any way, shape, or form. Those who are suffering for some reason, people who are suffering because of this pandemic that's going on in the United States, more so than elsewhere right now, but because of stupidity. But for a lot of reasons, look for anyone who's less well off than you. People who are LGBTQIA, people who are people of color, BIMPOC people, and find a way to support them. Be that donating money, time, energy, resources, even just supporting and purchasing products that they're making. These sorts of people are really struggling a lot right now. Whenever there are problems in the world, everyone struggles, but people who are disadvantaged struggle more. It's much more expensive to be poor than it is to be rich. And at some point, money becomes wealth and not money anymore. So please look for a way to support and help anyone who is less well off than you. Great advice that once was given to me is look for someone who's where you were a year ago and see if you can help them. But I think that if you're at a certain level of privilege, you should look for someone that who is where you were 10 years ago, and try to help them. So please look for those sorts of people and help them as best you can, and play role-playing games because they're fun. And it's a good way to get to know people and spend time being people and being different people than you normally get to be. It's a lot of fun. So I recommend that as well. And then, of course, as always, I highly, highly, highly recommend that you call your cat and feed your mom. Bye, everyone.